we're getting into the debate number 1 this Monday evening, and joining us this evening is Rita Bahuguna Joshi. She is a senior leader and spokesperson of the Congress Party. Also joining us is Meenakshi Lekhi, national spokesperson of the BJP. Both of them join us from Delhi. Dr. Ajoy Bose, senior journalist and author, also in our studios here in New Delhi. Also joining us is Sudhindra Bhadoria. He is a leader of the BSP. He is joining us live from New Delhi. And with us this evening is Gaurav Bhatia, National President of the Samajwadi Party's legal wing. And my first question goes out to you, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia. The Samajwadi Party, the centre has made it very clear, was warned by the Home Ministry that there could be communal tensions. Yet the government of Uttar Pradesh has been completely at a loss to handle the law and order situation in Muzaffarnagar, despite the 13-day time that the government has got to bring the situation under control. Isn't this a complete failure of the Akhilesh government?
Navika, it is not correct to say that the state government did not act promptly and on time. Yes, it is very unfortunate that we have lost human lives, and we need to act on time, and we did act on time. And why I say this, I'll just tell you that as soon as the information was passed to the state government, there was overhauling done in the district. There was some transfers done and some new officers.
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, just to correct you in the middle, it's not just a few lives, it's 29 lives in 13 days, and one death even being reported this morning. That's not a few lives that the government is experimenting with.
Navika, when I say that it is unfortunate, every human life is precious. And that is why I started by saying it is very unfortunate that we have lost these human lives. And I am trying to answer your question whether the state government fulfilled its responsibility of acting on time or not. That is what I was trying to say. Now, so please permit me to just reply to your question. Okay, you were saying whether the state government acted on the report or not. I was coming to that the state government had sent senior officers to the district. They were gauging the ground situation there, and all action was taken. Even then, the police force was increased. All the police stations were asked to be vigilant regarding people who can flare up communal tension. And I must also say that this has been orchestrated by a political party for their own political and vested interests. There has been a video, which is a 2-year-old video, shot somewhere in Pakistan or Afghanistan, which was circulated on Facebook. And when the Facebook was blocked, then it was circulated through WhatsApp. And now, after investigation, link of the BJP...
Mr. Bhatia, which political party are you talking about?
Why doesn't it name who are these people?
Are you talking about?
Yes.
Name these people.
That is why with some response...
Otherwise, it will be seen as if you're also part of this entire conspiracy that you're talking about.
Yeah. That is why I'm saying that please listen to my words carefully. I'm saying after investigation, it has been found that a BJP leader is probably involved in circulating the CD. So the investigation is going on right now, and the names would also be discussed at the right stage. But more than this, I cannot share with the media. The investigation is on, and there has been a link of BJP in spreading these CDs and the MMS through WhatsApp. And that is very important, because there is a political party which is trying that there should be communal tension in the state for political gain. And I think, all the political parties at this juncture
So you're accusing the BJP directly right in the beginning of the debate that the BJP is involved in stoking communal fires in Muzaffarnagar. Meenakshi Lekhi, your party's 4 MLAs have been booked. They have been named in the FIR. And your party senior leaders have gone virtually trying to enter Uttar Pradesh at a time when the situation is extremely sensitive in the state. Can the BJP explain why is it stoking communal fires in a state where it thinks that only polarization can give it electoral dividends?
Both SP and Congress have failed in giving good governance. So our plank so far as politics is concerned is good governance. which we have given. And people like you have abused us enough for 2002, not knowing that post 2004 till 2013, more than 5,500 of such incidents have happened, and Gujarat has been free of any riots. So please start clapping for us for providing good governance.
Ms. Lekhi, you brought up Gujarat. We've not brought up Gujarat. The question to you is that there is a direct charge made by the Samajwadi Party representative that the BJP MLA has circulated CDs. Can you confirm or deny this?
BJP.
I cannot answer if two people speak simultaneously without letting me complete my answer. If you want my participation, I would request you to keep quiet when I'm answering. And
yes,
not
please go ahead.
At that time.
Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
Now coming to the present situation.
Ms. Meenakshi Lekhi, answer the direct charge that has been made by the Samajwadi Party that CDs, fake CDs were circulated by BJP. What's your reply to the direct charge?
I am answering the direct charge provided you let me speak. I have heard your question. You're not letting me speak. My leaders have tried to visit Uttar Pradesh in the same light as in 2002 Miss Sonia Gandhi visited within 2 days of writing, and she was permitted without being stopped. In fact, she was taken around with complete state honor and not been stopped, unlike Kishtwar and unlike what has happened in Uttar Pradesh. Number 3, the Uttar Pradesh incidents is of 29th of August. The ILU units which have stopped the political functions from happening of the opposition party, and I have suffered in one such incident in Unnao when a political program was cancelled and they tried to distribute laptops. So intelligence units are being used for political purposes rather than controlling the law and order situation. This is bound to happen. Number 3, the 4 people who have been named in the FIR are the ones who have violated the prohibitory orders. The prohibitory orders have come to stop people from verifying the correct situation. In fact, they should have been taken around by the present government to verify the correct situation of writers, because what we are getting is not what is happening. The information also suggests that this is not 29 people, this is not 30 people, 35 people on record from Meerut, Badauda and Muzaffarnagar, and apart from that the riot situation has spread across other districts. Now coming back to the issue of a particular CD, if the ILU units were working correctly and they are found to be false and fabricated, the source needs to be discovered. Who gave it to some naive people? And I think there is a conspiracy of the state government along with the Congress party to indulge in this kind of politics, because this is not the first riot which this state has seen for past 1 year. On record, there are 29 riots. Otherwise,
are you saying the BJP MLAs who were circulating this are naive people? Are you completely absolving them of any guilt on this count?
I do not even know, and I don't trust the SP government. What is the source?
Gaurav Bhatia, the question coming back to you is, the BJP has thrown the accusation back at you that they don't trust the SP government. You could be planting this situation. Also, my other question to you is,
Navika, they are free.
Two meetings. Gaurav, let me ask you the question. There have been 2 meetings that have been held by Mulayam Singh Yadav along with his son Akhilesh Yadav, who is the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. It's almost as if law and order situation in Uttar Pradesh is a family concern. Isn't this the biggest certificate that the Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav has completely failed in holding the situation, bringing the situation under control? That his father, the former Chief Minister, has to actually sit in on meetings where there are police officials, there are other state home ministry officials. Isn't this the endorsement coming in from Mulayam Singh Yadav himself, that his son has failed to keep the situation under control?
Absolutely not, Navika. In fact, I would say that it is not about 2 meetings. The Chief Minister has held many meetings to ensure that we don't even lose a single human life. And if the president of the party, which has the government in the state of Uttar Pradesh, is also part of the meeting, there is nothing wrong. The real objective and the main purpose should be that the communal tension should be controlled and we don't lose any more human lives. And that is the main purpose. So I don't think there is anything wrong if the chief minister of the state and the party president of the ruling party, which has the government in state of Uttar Pradesh, have a combined meeting. What is wrong with that? It is the more important part is achieving the objective.
This is like a super chief minister. This is like a super chief minister in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Where else does it happen?
The media is free to read between the lines, say whatever they want, make baseless allegations. But one thing is clear, that we would not tolerate this kind of communal tension. We would do everything possible to ensure that there is a law and order situation.
Has been allowed to grow in UP by you.
What actions have been taken by the state government?
Ms. Rita Bahuguna Joshi, can I get the Congress in at this point in time? Ms. Rita Bahuguna Joshi, do you think it's normal for the Chief Minister's father, who's the party president, whose government is holding power in Uttar Pradesh, to sit in on officials and meetings? Is this not endorsement of the fact that the Chief Minister himself has failed to control the law and order situation in the state?
Look, I restrained myself from intervening in between the conversation that was going on. And I hope that Ms. Lekhi especially will allow me to speak when I'm speaking, and Bhatia also will give me just 1 minute to express my views. See, this is one of the most unfortunate and one of the most disturbing riots that have taken place in UP in the recent times. And Muzaffarnagar riots are now escalating, and we are afraid that it may engulf the western UP totally, and it's being watched all over the country. So it's a very serious issue, and we should not slang at each other. We should really see why this has happened. It's a total failure of the UP government. Whatever Mr. Bhatia said, they let the things drift slowly. See, from 26 to now, for 13 days the things were drifting. We were watching it. The governor was warning them. The central government was warning them. On Saturday morning, the Home Minister of India spoke to the Honorable Chief Minister. Now, what was happening? What were they doing? The DGP was sitting in Muzaffarnagar. There was Section 144. 20,000, 50,000 people were congregating. And the DGP was giving statements that is not against congregations. They should not become violent. Now, what was this? He knew that speeches were being made. He knew that that emotions were being kind of fanned by certain people. And as far as Ms. Lekhi says, she must just find out what her MLAs were doing there, what they were saying, what they were talking. And BSP also, their MLAs, they were also fanning sentiments. What were they doing? So I have to say that this one incident, which was a criminal incident, incidents of crime, has escalated into a riotous condition only because of the shortcoming and of the laxity of the administration. They cannot absorb themselves.
But Ms. Joshi, the big question is, Congress leader,
they have to take this honor.
Senior leader after senior leader says that it is not a situation where president's rule should be applied in Uttar Pradesh. Why are you soft on the Samajwadi Party? Because you don't use the same restraint when it comes to incidents in other states, BJP ruled states like Chhattisgarh, or even the Shiromani Akali Dal ruled and BJP ruled state of Punjab. In May itself, 1 or 2 incidents, and you were very quick to ask for president's rule in Chhattisgarh and in Punjab. Why in Uttar Pradesh is there so much restraint? Is it because the Samajwadi Party's numbers are extremely crucial for the UPA to survive at the center? Is that the reason that you do not say the same thing about Gujarat or about Chhattisgarh or about Punjab, but when it comes to UP, you have a soft corner?
Not at all. We are highly critical of what has happened. The situation is very tense. The central government is intervening. You know that a meeting of the Home Ministry and other important ministries is on in Delhi. They are watching. The Prime Minister has spoken to the Chief Minister, and the Governor has sent in his report. Now, this is the time when all political parties, all social organizations should come together to contain the violence that is happening there. You see, what is most dangerous is that this violence is escalating, it's spreading into the villages. And if it spreads into the rural villages more extensively, then it's going to be out of control. So right now we should concentrate on bringing peace in the area. And the Chief Minister, instead of denying it finding political motives in this, which we cannot deny. We cannot deny the political motives as well, because we are watching very closely.
Ms. Joshi, let's get in the BSP's point of view
for the vote bank.
Okay.